Go, JD! Left, left! Yeah, go on, Kurt.
Well, Elliot, normally when you come to Basford, it's a good point if you can get one, but I think this is a game that's just got away from you today with the amount of chances that you've had.
Yeah, I think it's still a good point. Let's not get away from that. I think the circumstances of the game is what's most disappointing. Obviously, them going down to 10 men gets us on the front foot. Then we get a penalty. We miss the penalty. And then we get a couple of really good chances in the second. Not many, because fair play to Basford. And sometimes against 10, it is really hard. And they work so hard for each other, kept a good shape. And then, yeah, it just didn't really go in for us. Defensively, we were brilliant because we did get put under a lot of pressure and they kept booming the ball forward and we had to deal with that. So, look, 3 clean sheets in a row, a real good point. But it's just, I said to the lads in there that the teams that really push to that top end, they win days like today. But we're a young group. We're all still learning. We can't fault the effort and work rate. I just think our quality probably let us down a little bit today.
It feels like you've had a few games this season whereby you have that man advantage. Basford down to 10 for just over an hour, but you couldn't quite capitalise and take advantage. You've had the chance, but just couldn't quite get that goal.
Yeah, like the amount of times I come here and saying, and I've probably jinxed us myself because saying I always fancy us to score. We sorted it out defensively. We look really solid. I don't think Jez has had one great save from a one-on-one where the lads got through. But other than that, defended really well. And yeah, it's not often we can dig the forwards out as such. They said there they weren't really at it today. The quality wasn't quite there. But look, they've been fantastic for us this season. So they've got to take it on the chin today and make sure they turn up next week with that real desire. So I probably owe the team one, and I'll go and do it next week.
Can I just ask about the penalty situation? Generally, it's been Bruno Andrade taking penalties this season. This one's been taken and unfortunately saved from Tyler Winters. But I think it was more of a good save rather than a bad penalty from him. There's clearly nobody you'll be more frustrated than him. But what was the reason behind him taking it instead of Bruno?
They made that decision on the pitch. Obviously, I was expecting Bruno to take it. But for whatever reason, if a player doesn't feel confident enough or Bruno's full of confidence for whatever reason on the pitch at the time. And Tyler was full of confidence, really wanted to take it. I know before the Coleshill game that Tyler was supposed to take the next one because Bruno had missed before and Bruno took it. So whether they've had a conversation and that Tyler would have it, look, it's down to the players. Whoever feels confident on the day. I know my preference would have been, but they're both good penalty takers. It's just unfortunate the keeper's made a good save.
And it's worth saying as well that Tyler will bounce back from that. He's had a great season so far, and I'm sure he won't let that moment deter him.
Yeah, 100%. He's going to be really disappointed because that penalty miss has probably cost us 3 points today. But look, he's been brilliant since he's been with us. He's scored lots of important goals. Same with Bruno. So between them, like, they get a lot of our goals and they've been match winners. So today, yes, they had the opportunity to do that. It didn't happen, but a good solid point. The defence did their job. So look, we take it, we move on and build for a big home game next week.
You had a couple of big chances in that second half. Joel and Ketty just after the restart, missing that 1v1. Great save by the goalkeeper. Curtis has had a header, flicked off the post. But do you feel your side showed enough urgency with that man up?
No, I don't think we showed enough quality, but I think Basford are a good, solid, big side. They made the game horrible. Won their fair share of battles and then they just turned it in on you. So there wasn't much sort of football played. And then they just kept a good shape. So we had to work really hard to get in good areas. And like you said, probably the last couple of games, everything we hit went in. Like Coleshill, we scored 3 from probably 3 shots. And today, like you said, Joel's run through. We missed a penalty. Joel's run through. Probably had too much time to think about what he was going to do. And the keeper's made a good save. Curtis has headed one inside of the post. Jez has played a great ball. Dolds has got his studs and it's just gone, couldn't quite reach it and it's just gone wide. So we have created enough. And on a day where I don't think our quality was up to our standards, we've worked hard, we defended well, but we just lack that little bit of quality and that shows with obviously the 0 scored.
Still plenty of positives. Not many sides will take 4 points from Basford this season. A very good side with some great individual players. It's now 5 unbeaten as well. 3 clean sheets, as you say. Your side are heading in the right direction. Yeah,
look, we're a good side and we fancy ourselves against anyone when we're at it. At the same time, we know that if we switch off, I think back to the last one was probably the Loughborough game where that first half in particular was really poor. But I think since then we've been on a decent enough run. What was the last defeat? Carlton, yeah. Carlton. So yeah, that was such a long time ago now. It feels anyway.
It's over a month, I think.
Yeah, the team and the squad, like I said all along, feels really together again now. So lots of positives, moving in the right direction. Lads that want to do well, like I just touched on before. I just said, since we came in, we want to be looking up the table. We want to improve the team and improve them as players. And I feel that every one of them has improved since we've come in. The squad's looking really good. The team's looking really good. But it is just that when you get opportunities like today, you have to take them if you really want to be in the mix with the big guns. So there are lots of positives, but we're still learning from it. We have to take that into Saturday and see what we can do there.
Well, with your last defeat being against Carlton, I think it's rather fitting that your next game is against Carlton. Last home game before Christmas. Hopefully a big crowd at Hayden Road. Doesn't really get much bigger than the league leaders coming to town. No,
that's it. So I urge everybody to come out. We're a team that is doing really well. We're on a good run. We play attacking football. We score lots of goals, apart from today, which is frustrating. Last time against Carlton away was 3-2. And we should have got something from that game at their place. So, look, at home, with our crowd behind us, we feel invincible. So the more that turn out, you're not going to play well every day, but it gives us the biggest positive, the biggest confidence booster to go and do a job on the league leaders. So, yeah, we're 5 unbeaten, full of confidence. So we'll give it everything we can.
Well, at least you've taken something from the game. Elliot, thanks for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
David, a goalless draw here at Greenwich Avenue this afternoon. What did you make of the game?
Game was good, to be fair. They're a good side, up there for a reason. And we saw that even when they went down to 10 men. Obviously started a bit shaky, but we got to terms with it. Obviously got the pen, all these things. A lot of things happened in the first half. It felt like more than 45 minutes, to be fair. But I feel as though we weathered the defensive side very well. And on another day, we take our chances. Like we look back to last week, took 3 great chances. Game was out of sight by half time, basically. So it's just one of them days where it doesn't fall for us, but at least we can go home with a point, isn't it?
I think both sides were feeling each other out in that opening half an hour, but then they get the straight red card. You must have felt like you had the wind in your sails at that point.
Yeah, we're all up for it, buzzing. Obviously, you know, playing against 10 men, you've always got that advantage, extra time on the football. But I feel there's credit to them because they really did well with the 10 men, set up shop and didn't really allow us to do much. But we did make chances happen, but we didn't. They came far and few. There wasn't like continuous. We weren't peppering them. It felt like sometimes it was 11v11. So it's interesting how they came together and came as one, and then essentially set up shop and stopped us from getting through.
And you've had that penalty right on the stroke of half time. Unfortunately, it was saved, gutting for Tyler Winters. And had that have gone in, who knows what would have happened. But you have to give credit to the keeper. It was a superb stop.
It's a great save, honestly. On another day, Tyler puts it top corner, I back him. So it's one of them ones where we just got to look at it and keep going, isn't it? We'll be all confidence to give him another pen and go again. These things happen in football. Some days it goes in, some days it doesn't. And
you must have felt with the volume of the chances, particularly early second half, Joel's 1v1, Curtis with the header, you must have felt it was just a matter of time at that point.
Honestly, when it's coming off the post, keeper's making another great save, you're thinking, don't worry, we'll break them down. But as I said, credit to them. I have to give them credit because 10 versus 11, and it didn't feel like it. They were putting the ball on us and running after the first and seconds. We tried and we got the chances, as you can see, but just days like this happen, isn't it? Where we can look back, another point in the season, we might have lost 1-0. So we can look in the positives and take away the 0-0.
And defensively, plenty of positives to be taken. Third consecutive clean sheet. I know you're well known for your endeavours going forward, but defensively, you were asked a few questions. You had a couple of tricky forwards to deal with, but you've kept them out.
Yeah, man. Honestly, Gaffers and Jim have been heavy on it, keeping the clean sheets and giving us an opportunity, a platform to kind of go off instead of just chucking everything at it and seeing where it goes. Because these clean sheets are what, at the end of the season, you look back on and say, right, we went through a good run and it actually helped us to get where we are. And we're hoping as we keep clean sheets and keep building, the points will stack up and add up, and that will get us higher and higher up the table. But it's just defending first. And it's not only the back four, the back five, it's from the strikers, from the wingers, from the centre mids. So as a unit, we've been doing very well to defend and keep it tight and lock up shop, as we've been saying.
Tell us about the spirit in the camp at the moment. It's now 5 unbeaten. You've played some good sides in that run as well.
Yeah, as a team, we're all together, to be honest. Obviously, you know, football, highs and lows, but through them highs and lows, a good change room keeps you going. And I feel like we have that this year. The boys are together, always bantering in the group chat, talking about XYZ and all these things, and it's just an enjoyable group, to be fair. And yeah, enjoying the football as well. As you can see, Coles Hill scoring 3 goals at a team that are not conceding many, and we're scoring goals, we're defending, and so it's all coming together. And obviously we are a new side, so it's something that we've had to give time, and you can see how we're shaping together. This is the team in the playoffs that we've come about an hour for most to come down here and play, and we've done well. So like, as a group, yeah, we're really enjoying it, and we're just trying to build up to the Christmas period and see how it goes.
Big one to look forward to next week. Carlton Town at Hayden Road. Special one for you, being an ex-Spiller. And you only played them a few weeks ago, so I'm sure you know exactly what to expect.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game. Obviously, top of the table they are, so we're going to have to be on it more than ever, isn't it? Because they are a good side. We have to give them their props up there for a reason. And yeah, it's a team I played for, but as I've said before, it's just a business thing at the end of the day. Can shake hands, can laugh after, but hey, I'm wearing a Rushden shirt and I'm here to play, here to put my heart on the line for the team and for the badge. So literally, that's all we're doing here. And as a team, we'll go there looking at any other game. Don't give anyone too much respect. Honestly, it's a game of football at the end of the day, 11v11, and put our bodies on the line and try to get the goals, try to get the win. And at home, we've been excellent. So not jinxing it, we just keep going, isn't it? Believing in God and thanking Jesus for everything that's happened so far. So yeah, we're trying.
Very well said, David. Thanks for your time.
No worries. Thank you.